Shalom, Israel. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that are out here on the highways and byways, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp, and just wanted to go into this video here concerning America, who's actually cutting off Venezuela from their money, So just wanted to go into the video, and then we'll get some scriptures.
RT Sarah Montez de Oca joins me with the latest. Sarah, we were not expecting this press conference. It came out. New sanctions now against Venezuela. What does this mean?
Well, Scotty, reports claim that the Bank of England's decision to deny Maduro officials' withdrawal request comes after the U.S. government lobbied their UK counterparts to help in cutting off Venezuela's overseas assets. Venezuelan opposition leader and self-declared president Juan Guaido has asked British authorities to stop President Nicolas Maduro from gaining access to his government's gold reserves. Guaido sent a letter to UK Prime Minister Theresa May and Bank of England Governor Mark Carney. I am writing to ask you to stop this illegitimate transaction. If the money is transferred, it will be used by the illegitimate and kleptocratic regime of Nicolas Maduro to repress and brutalize the Venezuelan people. Maduro has been renounced by several Western nations and U.S. allies in Latin America who accuse him of undermining democracy. Many others, however, including China and Russia, oppose what they have called a coup. Others, like Mexico, are calling for non-interference and de-escalation. Now, to ease Venezuela's economic crisis after rounds of U.S. sanctions, Maduro's government has been attempting to withdraw the roughly 16.5 tons of gold, worth about $550 million, since last year, that is. The head of Venezuela's central bank traveled to London in mid-December to seek access to the gold, but the talks were unsuccessful. And last week, Reuters reported that Venezuela's gold at the Bank of England has more than doubled to about 31 tons. That's about $1.2 billion. All this after Venezuela did a gold deal with Deutsche Bank. The Bank of England spokeswoman said the bank doesn't comment on specific relationships. They're subject to customer confidentiality. They fear Venezuela officials might take the state gold for personal gain.
It's theft, it's brigandry, it's piracy, and a useful reminder to everyone that the last place in the world you should trust with your gold, with your money, is Perfidious Albion and its bank, and I hope that other world leaders take note of that. This is coming from the very same people crying crocodile tears for poverty in Venezuela. They're telling us that people are hungry in Venezuela while stealing Venezuela's money, which could have fed them.
Guaido.
All right, so that's what's going on in Venezuela, where America is basically gonna cut them completely off. And like you said, this is a form of a coup just to put their man in office. You know, a man that just stood up and just said, you know what, I deem myself as president. And you have America and these European countries that's going to back it, you know. And that's showing you that pride of this man, all right? The man that feel like he can, he can do as he will. And nobody will look at him, all right? Then he talk to the American people and make it seem like everything is smooth and everything is everything is good to go. All right. So we're gonna get some scriptures here. This man basically is dealing with this oil and what have you. He wants to push this man out because he can't assassinate him right now because they know Maduro, because you have Russia that is actually backing them. But what they're doing now is basically going about it another way to try to get him out of office. And then when they talk, like I say, when they talk to the American people, America, they'll talk all smooth and be like, well, he's doing this and he's doing that. He's a dictator. So this is Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. All right? And that's what's going on right now. I mean, a coup, that's basically is pushing him out. This is a form of war. And it says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawing swords. So that's what they're doing now. Now, how are you going to go into someone's house and let's say you got a household, daddy going to work, and then his company say, you know what, we don't like you being in the house with you and your kids and your wife, so we're not going to give you your check. We want this man to actually move into your house. We want this man over here that's 2 stories down to move into your house. So we're not going to pay you because we want you to move out and let this man move in, and then we will start giving your check to this household. That is what America is doing right now. All right? You know, this is Obadiah 1, verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? All right, so this man feel like he can do whatever he wants. You know, his pride is basically has went up through the roof, through the roof. That's why this man has to be taken down. The Lord has built this man up so high just to bring him down, to have his kingdom to crumble, and want to see one of the biggest falls of an empire ever known to man. And it's going to be brought to you by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because this man is a deceitful, evil, wicked, and prideful man. We see here who is Esau Edom. The book of Obadiah tells you, and basically who did this reign true to when you read the book of Obadiah. It reigns true to the self-proclaimed white man. And what is this book is about in the book of Obadiah? It's concerning, as it says in verse 1, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh thy power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is set among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. So as it said, this is concerning Edom. All right? This man is, the pride is like I say, through the roof, and the level of what he wants, he's greedy. He wants everything. He wants it all. All right? He wants it all. And going to that as well. This is Obadiah 1 verse 5. It says, if these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the gate gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? So this man, like you said, when he goes in different places, you know, as it said in the scripture, he's the proud man, never keepeth at home. He wants it all. Every place he went to, he tried to absorb all the minerals and the resources from that country. And when he do it, he leaves the place damn near desolate, if not desolate. Look at Iraq. They came in trying to say that it was a terrible thing that was going on in Iraq. They was being a dictator with Saddam Hussein. Now, if you go and you just do some research on that, you have people that say, you know, they would have rather left Saddam Hussein there to let America come in and basically take over, because they're in a worse situation than they were when Saddam was in office. Same goes for Libya. All right. Now look what's happening to Syria. All right, Afghanistan, the max. You can go on and on. This man, wherever he go, he has a hand of destruction. He's like your cousin that when you come over and you have your toys, you know, and he want to play with your toys with you, like, damn, I want to let him play with them, because every time he played with something or got his hands on something, he left and it didn't work anymore. It was destroyed. That is how this man is. Wherever he goes into, wherever he goes, that hand of destruction is upon him. Because like it says, he was given, what was his blessing? It was the sword. And he is using it well. He have used it throughout the years well. This is Salaki. This is Psalms 49:11. It says, "Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever." That's one of the things that they're doing. They feel like that it's going to be nonstop. And it says, "And their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names." All right? But their inward thoughts is their house is going to reign forever. Now, what they're doing with Venezuela, trying to put their man in, if I'm pronouncing his name, Guaido, trying to put him in and take out Maduro, they're trying to put in their puppet. That's what the game for Esau do. He put in his puppet and he takes over their country. All right? He the one that America is what is bringing that has brought Venezuela to their collapse of their economy by putting sanctions and cutting off their resources or different things like that. And now what are they doing now? They're trying to cut off their money completely, trying to say, well, it won't hurt. We're trying to stop Maduro from getting it, but we will let them get some money, but some oil, or let them sell it. But we're gonna have it going to another, basically going to the account to keep Maduro away from it. What kind of shit is that? This man was voted in, but to try to say, oh, it was a corrupt election. This man been, Maduro has been in there and been elected twice, if I'm not mistaken. But if so, but now you're trying to say that you're gonna cut him off, and then who is this man that you have coming up? He remind me of Obama. As they say, Obama, when he came into office, he popped up out of nowhere, and everybody loved him. Where did this man come from? Will anybody go and do some history of where this man come from? And how can you get up and say you're president? I can just wake up right now and say, you know what, I'm president right now. I'm gonna be the president. I deem myself as president. I want y'all to back me. But yet our president's sitting over there. Come on, that's just not right. And this is this man. This is the wickedness of this man. All right? But, like you said, the Lord, he's revealing these things. He's letting us know and showing who this man, the son of perdition is. All right? This is Isaiah 25, verse 7. It says, "And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations." Now and like you said, the Lord, that's what he's doing now. He's basically letting you know first of all, who is your Israelites, who are so-called blacks, so-called Latinos and Native Americans. Venezuela, that you're Israelites. And you see this man's hand has been on us, on your necks, basically for generation through generation. Now he's coming down on you. All right? This man knows, but he has a short time. So what he's doing, he's coming down on you hard. And what that's about to bring out, the chip. This is what's coming to us. But before that, it's coming to. Before that chip comes, like I said, he's coming down. He's gonna come down on you, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, and all you that don't believe. Just wait and see. You still have Jake that takes up, especially Judah, that takes up for the so-called white man. And what they say, we racist. What is racism? That's basically being about your people. If you're about your people, that means you're racist. That's just the gist of it. Wasn't he? Wouldn't you say Esau racist when he go about doing all this killing? You had like the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. The 1930s, 40s, 50s, and 60s was over 500 years ago. No. You have parents and grandparents that are still living today that have experienced the wrath of Esau Edom. And we're experiencing it today, but maybe not physically, but mentally. But actually, we do receive it physically because what go around? They go around and kill you all the time. Then try to justify it. All right. So this man is he's deceitful. He despised you, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans. And like I say, he tried to conquer everything. Venezuela got most of the. I want to say if not mistaken, is the number one, number two largest oil refinery, and he's trying to basically grab hold to that and just keep all that and control it 100% by America. But see, you got Russia's coming, and Russia is basically have saying I got Maduro's back, so military can't come in. So we're seeing things like this. There's another thing that we have to watch out because that destruction, that woe is near. So we have things that's happening in Venezuela that it's gonna basically be contributing to help bring about this destruction and basically the World War III. So, like I say, let things keep moving forward. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah that all things will manifest, which we know it will happen. And as we see it and as we believe and have that faith, knowing that this is about to happen in our lifetime. The day, we don't know. But we do know that, like it says, tarry and it shall come. It should tarry no more. Roughly paraphrasing. So I just wanted to go into that. Once again, I want to give our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to Yahakim. Keep pushing this word. Shalom.